What up? Welcome back. This is the Jarvis Podcast. I am your host, Justin Jarvis. Today we are on episode 3. Today we are also going to be having another new first. We are bringing on 2 new people for the podcast. Along with, we're bringing our boy Mitch back from episode 2. You guys remember him if you stayed all the way to the end of episode 1. We're going to do kind of like a round-robin style debate on the NBA playoffs. What we think the series are going to go to, how we think it's going to play out, stuff like that. Talking about some of the players involved. But it's going to be a really exciting segment, trying to get stuff out that's relevant for you guys right now. And in the sports world, the NBA playoffs have just started. We did record this earlier than actually I think it was the first night of the playoffs. So some of these takes may have already aged a little poorly. Some of them might look pretty good. But go ahead, sit back, relax, put those headphones on, put the phone on, do not disturb. Take some time to listen to our new episode, episode 3, coming up right after this. This is the Jarvis Podcast. What up? All right, so we're back in the next segment. We're going to talk about NBA playoffs here first. So the first playoff game that we're talking about in the NBA playoffs is going to be Nets-Sixers. And I got my boy Mitch back here. He's a Sixers fan, so he's probably going to be a little biased, right? But I also have my other fan here, DJ and Kyrell, to talk and help me discuss NBA playoffs here. So we're going to talk about NBA playoffs in general. We're going to start off with the Sixers and the Nets. Tell me what you guys feel about the series. Maybe some players that you think that will be key factors on how they win or lose the series. How many games you think it may go? They get swept. Maybe somebody wins a home game. Maybe somebody pulls an upset off somewhere. And tell me what you guys think. So, Mitch, go ahead. We're talking about Nets-Sixers.
All right, so looking at the series, looking at the starting lineups, I think it is clear the Sixers should win this series. They've got a better big man. They've probably got a better point guard. They've got better forwards. I think looking to the future, and this does pertain to this series, we're talking about the players that need to perform in order for the Sixers to succeed. We know Joel Embiid is going to play well. I think Tyrese Maxey is at the point where he's consistently reliable. I think it comes down to James Harden and Tobias Harris, particularly Tobias Harris. Looking at James Harden, the dude's old. He used to have that Euro step with Houston. I think nowadays he doesn't quite have it, but he can still pass the ball. He always passes the ball. It always works out. Look at Tobias Harris. When he plays well, the Sixers play well. When he averages over 18 points a game, the Sixers are 5 games over 500 in a 10-game span. And that is a stat that hurts me to know that I know that. When Tobias Harris plays well, the Sixers are good. When the good guys play well, Joel Embiid, Maxey, we know that's happening.
Still second round exit.
I fear that might be the case. Need Tobias Harris to perform well down the stretch, make those threes, drive the ball, dish it out if he has to. That's my 2 cents. DJ?
Yeah, I feel like the Sixers should definitely win this series with the key players they have in Joel Embiid and James Harden. And I feel like what's going to win them this series is the fact that James Harden is kind of getting into his role and not trying to be the main scorer, but he's passing more. Even in the series, leading up to it, he's 13 assists a game, which is insane for James Harden. And Tyrese Maxey, he's gonna be a good third. I feel like he has to play good. Yep. But I feel like Nets there's some sleepers on there. Like Mikal Bridges is playing amazing. So I don't see them getting swept. I say I would say the Sixers win it in 5.
5?
Yeah, I got it
Okay.
in 5. Yeah.
All right, what about you, Cairo?
Yeah, so I'm right along with everybody else. I say Sixers. Same as everyone else said. Those key players on the 76ers, they're going to get the job done. But I'm going to go with series ends 4-2. I'm going to give the Nets 2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the simple fact, home court advantage. Their first game is in Philadelphia, so the fans they got to fill themselves out. Like the dogs on the Nets, you have Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Dinwiddie.
Yep.
Those guys right there, those are your sleepers that are gonna put a fight up for the 76ers, I think. But 100% 76ers gonna win the series, but I'm gonna give it 2 wins to at least 2. It might be 1 to the Nets, but I give them 2.
All right. So I definitely agree with my boy Mitch here. I think that the Sixers, even though I am a Joel Embiid hater, right? And don't be afraid to jump in on anybody's take. Right. Go ahead, just jump on me. I'm an Embiid hater. Sorry. I do think though that the 76ers probably will sweep, but I will give the Nets the chance, especially after watching today, right? The game, especially with Mikal Bridges having 30 points. He also had 23 in the first half. He got shut down, so that's Doc Rivers coaching, I think. Adjustments at halftime. But I think that they have the potential to steal one at home when it goes back.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Yeah.
I agree.
So, but I would put my money on that it's probably going to be a sweep. Yeah. But I would also bet on that the Nets probably take at least 1 at home. So I would say a 4-1.
So it's like 4-1.
4-1.
4-1, 4-2.
Yeah. Something like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one here. And the next one is going to be the Celtics and the Hawks. So, Mitch, tell me what you think about Celtics Hawks.
So this is a real interesting one because you look into this starting lineup the Celtics have had for the past probably 3-4 years. It's been pretty consistent. When you're looking at Tatum and Brown,
it's a good core.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Al Horford's been thrown in there. Former 76er. Didn't quite pan out for the Sixers, Cairo, if I'm not mistaken, but he went back to his Celtics team. It's been working out for him.
6 points tonight.
Yeah,
I think he's got that chemistry already with the Celtics.
No, he absolutely does because he's a former Celtic, right? And he knows the system. He's a defense guy. He gets some good boards. But the particular thing that interests me about the Celtics is the dynamic between Brown and Tatum. 2 very similar players. I would say Tatum a bit more in the spotlight, been more in the MVP discussions in the past 3 seasons.
Yes.
I am personally a Jaylen Brown guy for the simple fact that he is,
of course
I would say, a more silent killer.
Of course you are.
Was wearing the face mask tonight. Was killing the Hawks. Saw him do a nasty little crossover to step back 3. I think the Celtics win this series handily. I'm going to go 4-1 Celtics. I am concerned moving forward about their success against a team like the Bucks. I think they'll see the Bucks in the conference finals.
You're going to give away shit.
As a Sixers fan, no.
You're giving away shit.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're already
I see. Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right, so, Mitch, you're done.
No. So, all right, restart. So I see the Celtics going far. I am concerned about the dynamic between Tatum and Brown, 2 very similar players. I think the Celtics win 4-1 in this series, though, and they go forward. DJ?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics do get this series win. I will agree it'll be 4-1. My only problem is just with Jason Tatum in the past of just not performing to star power he needs to perform in the playoffs to like push him. Because I know last time he was not playing
versus the Warriors,
versus
right?
the Warriors, not playing as good as he needed to be. And
That's
people were
true.
like Jason Tatum was like not playing good at all.
Yeah.
I feel like Jaylen Brown's always going to be consistent, like,
Yep.
no matter what. And then I just feel like with Trae Young can have those games where he goes crazy.
Like dropping 40 points,
I feel like Trae Young has those games where he can
40,
go crazy,
45.
especially with the help of
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray too.
Yep.
Like I feel like
Big pickup.
That's what I'm saying. Big pickup. So I feel like if they click right, they could still like 1 or 2 games easy. So I would not. It's definitely not going to be a sweep. I would say 4-2 at the most Celtics, but it's just pretty much their whole destiny relies on Jason Tatum, and if he plays up to the ability he needs to play at, that's my take on it.
All right, Kyrell.
Yeah, I would say the same. I would give him a 4-1 Celtics going up to that next round versus the Hawks. Like DJ just said, you can't sleep on Trae Young. I think one of those key points of his like game is you never know when he's gonna show up.
Go off.
He
Yep.
will go off,
Yep.
and I think that's one of his good aspects in like basketball. Ice Trae is what they call him.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Trae Ice or Ice Trae, whatever you want to call it. But I agree. I give them 4-1, but if Celtics want to make it, they got to figure out their chemistry.
It's that Tatum Brown thing, man.
Yeah,
Tatum Brown,
I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say for this series, I'm not going to be as vanilla as these guys are. I'm going to say it's going to be a sweep. I'm going to say Boston's going to go ahead and handle their business. It's going to be a fucking straight sweep. They're going to take it in Atlanta. It'll be in Boston or Atlanta.
They would finish in Atlanta. If they
Yeah,
was winning.
Atlanta.
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2.
Where is that?
I do like Trae Young as a player. I mean, his career high is 56. But I feel like it doesn't matter how much he puts up because it's him and Javonte Murray,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And then John Collins can.
No, that's it.
Okay, that's
I mean,
it.
because you look at
No,
it
that's
compared to the Celtics, right?
Oh well, then yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
got
Right.
Jason
Robert-
Tatum.
Yeah.
You got Jaylen Brown.
Marcus Smart and stuff.
Marcus
Marcus
Smart,
Smart,
Robert Williams.
Robert Williams.
Yeah.
Robert
Horford.
Williams
Horford
is
can
going
step
to
up.
be the Achilles heel of this Celtics team.
Possibly.
If he can stay healthy, the sky's the limit this year.
I feel like
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I think 4-0
That's a good point.
for that team.
I like that.
Right. So I'm not going to be as vanilla as these guys are.
Yeah.
These are my basketball guys, though.
Trae Young.
So I'll give it to them. Maybe they know something I don't know. Right. But go ahead and move on to the next game that we're going to talk about. And it's a 5-point game here as recording. Knicks Cavs. Mitch, what is your take on this series?
Yeah, so this is a throwback to the good old Eastern Conference days when both these teams used to be pretty good, like early 2000s. Talking LeBron, Cavs, and then Melo Knicks.
Were the Melo Knicks really that good, though?
Whoa.
They were
Yeah,
good.
they were in the conversation.
Okay.
They were in the
good.
conversation.
Okay, all right.
They were in the
If-
conversation.
if y'all say
We're
so.
talking about him today.
If you say
yeah,
so.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to see these two teams playing each other in the playoffs. I mean, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go Cavs. I think the Cavs have done a very good
My
job.
man. My man.
The Cavs have done a good
That's
job
good.
in the past 2-3 years of
The 3-point game now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We got Knicks 65, Cavs 62. I think the Cavs have done a good job of truly developing a team after a collapse. Really, I mean, they were pretty bad for 3-4 years after LeBron left. Trying to figure it out.
I think they had 2 years ago they had 3 guys that were in the All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
That were like teamed up together.
Oh yeah. Damn good fucking point guard.
Yep.
Some pretty good forwards. I'm gonna go Cavs, but I'm going to go 4-3 Cavs because I think especially with the whole East Coast rivalry between the Knicks and the Cavs,
Tight race.
the home and away games here, Knicks will probably take a couple in the Garden. Cavs are at home in this first game. I expect Cavs to take this, although they're down 4 at the moment. I'm going to go Cavs 4, Knicks 3. I don't think Julius Randle is quite panning out like the Knicks thought he would.
Nope.
Sadly, because I am rooting for Julius Randle. I think he's a fun player to watch. I think he likes to improve certain aspects of his game that he wasn't quite good at
Where'd he come from?
early in his career. He was a Duke guy.
He's Duke guy.
Yeah, he was Duke
fuck
guy.
the Duke guy.
Yeah,
Fuck the Duke guy.
Yeah, Justin's a UNC guy.
Yeah.
But I think Julius Randle's progression has been awesome, and he's very fun. He's a team guy. But I think the Cavs take this 4-3.
4-3. DJ.
All right, a little bit controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna swing the other way.
Uh-oh.
I feel like the Cavs
You got
with
a
the
New York
addition-
state of mind?
Nah, New York state of mind. I think with the Cavs with the addition of Jalen Brunson, I feel like they have the potential to pull it off. But like the Cavs, they do have Donovan Mitchell, and that is a good team. I feel like they're both two very like equal teams in that aspect. But I will go. I feel like the Knicks can pull it off and beat the underdogs. So I'm gonna go 4-3 Knicks to get that playoff series win.
And DJ, what about the Knicks? Do you think is pushing them over the edge with the Cavs?
I just think like it just depends on if Julius Randle steps up a little bit,
Yeah.
and then also with the addition of Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brunson can play his mind out if he plays the right type of basketball. And then you got R.J. Barrett, who's also a great player.
Yeah.
I love
You got a
RJ.
backup in
Yeah.
Derrick Rose that can also still play.
Mhm.
Not as good as
Yep.
not as good as he used to be, but definitely.
People forget.
Yeah.
People forget it. The Derrick Rose, if you like late minutes, you can.
D-Rose, baby.
He's their
D-Rose can-
six man.
D-Rose is
That's-
their six man. Can
yeah.
He's
definitely,
their good six man.
definitely step up
Alright.
and play that good basketball.
Yeah.
If they all play right, I feel like the Knicks can definitely get it done. I would not sleep on the Knicks during this series.
All right. And Kyrell.
Yep, I say the same thing. I'm giving the underdogs the Knicks, the 5th seed. Knicks. That's a hard one to say. 4-3.
It is.
I don't know. It might not get to Game 7. It might be a shocker.
And
And I feel like it could go 4-2. It could go, it could go whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm going Knicks. I'm gonna say 4-3. I'm gonna go as well with the 4-3. Both teams, like he said, they're about equal. I'm Jalen Brunson. He was previously on the Mavericks.
Yeah.
He had a backup role. Well, not a backup role, but he was
Six man,
Luka's.
really.
He was Luka's right hand.
Yeah.
He was Luka's right hand, and he decided to go to the Knicks to take a bigger part, and which he did. And he brought the Knicks all the way here. That's his team, and Julius Randle's team right now. Just those two's team. So I give it the Knicks. Yeah.
All right. So I will say that I think that the Cavs will take this series. I think it's going to be probably a tight series. I'm looking at the stats right now, and unfortunately, Donovan Mitchell is, now he's the second guy in double figures here with points. But a minute ago, he was the only one that was in double figures. The Knicks had multiple guys that had points. But also, I do think that the Cavaliers have a chance to pull this series out. I think that their youth, I think they built Will like really good in the draft after like the whole post LeBron thing.
Yeah.
That's wearing off. I know I heard a thing. I think it was from the Herd of the LeBron factor, right? Like as soon as LeBron leaves a team, it takes about X amount of years for them
like 3-4 maybe.
like to start rebuilding and,
Yeah.
and put talent back on the team, because most of the teams that he gets on, they mortgage their future
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
for winning right now,
Oh,
right? So I think the Cavs are in good position to have a chance to win the game and win the series. I hope they win the game.
They're currently down 11.
Yeah, we may or may not be doing things.
Put our foot in our mouths.
Yeah, Cavs 4 wins to 3.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not sweet.
Yeah. Not a sweep, but definitely it'll be a close match. So now here we go. We're getting into the meats and the potatoes of the playoffs here, right?
Stuff.
We're gonna talk about Warriors and Kings.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Warriors and Kings.
Yes.
So Mitch, tell me what you think about Game 1, Warriors and Kings.
Yeah, so Sacramento did a crazy thing and made the playoffs.
Facts.
And what, like, how many years?
3 seed.
The longest playoff drought in professional
decades.
sports.
Yeah.
I want to say 17 years.
I bet you.
What, 14? That's 14 seasons?
Yeah,
Mitch
yeah,
is
something
the
like
betting guy here. I bet he has a Sacramento slip in his pocket somewhere.
So Sacramento's been fun. De'Aaron Fox has been a killer this season, especially in the clutch in like fourth quarter moments. De'Aaron Fox has done some cool things. The Warriors have had their troubles in the past few seasons that they have worked through injuries. Clearly, winning finals last season. This is tough, man. The Kings Warriors is tough. I believe the Kings have the higher seed at 3. Is this a 3-6?
Yeah,
This is a 3-6.
3-6.
This is a 3-6. I'm gonna have to go Warriors to win the series simply out of experience, playoff experience, right? And we know statistically and subjectively speaking how much playoff experience matters in the NBA.
Yep.
Right. Playoff experience matters a whole lot. Sabonis has been pretty awesome for the Kings. He was a good trade piece when they sent, I believe, Buddy Hield over to the Pacers in return for Sabonis, right?
Yep.
Sabonis has been awesome. Fox has been clutch. That's a pretty good guard, big man thing they got going on. But I think the Warriors take it, not throwing stats into here, but simply out of playoff experience. I think the Warriors win 4-1. I want to lean 4-2. I do. But I think when it comes down to playing playoff basketball, arising to the occasion, winning road games, I think the Warriors take it 4-1, possibly 4-2.
4-2. DJ, on you.
All right, I will admit that I am an avid Warriors hater. I do not like the Warriors whatsoever because they always knock out my boy LeBron, and he should have 2 more championships at least. Fucking Kevin Durant. God damn it. Anyway, the Kings have a young, good team. They have a very great young, good team. De'Aaron Fox, fucking Sabonis, but it's just, I feel like in this scenario, it's just hard to bet against a healthy Warriors team with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Steph Curry. Then you got Jordan Poole stepping up and playing fucking amazing.
Gary Payton Jr.
You got Wiggins coming back. Like, it's
decent big man too.
A decent big man. Yeah. Like, it's, God, here's to say, but I just feel like the Warriors, they might have had a bad season to get them to the 6th seed, but in the playoffs, they just had that experience, like playing the same team, like 7 games straight, or whatever, how many games it takes, playing the same team over and over again. I feel like the Warriors have Steve Kerr make those adjustments. So I just feel like the Warriors win it. It's hard to give 4-2 to the Kings. I'm gonna go 4-1 Warriors, strictly based off if Steph Curry steps up and Klay Thompson just goes crazy. So I'm gonna go 4-1 Warriors.
All right, Kyrell.
Yep, I'm going Warriors on this one. Just for the simple fact, like everyone said, experience in playoffs, championship wins. Just they're just fully healthy. Like, that's a healthy Warriors team, and I don't think a lot of the teams in the West could beat a healthy Warriors team.
Hell no. So
I'm gonna go. I want to say sweep, but Kings proved their point to get that 3 seed.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Kings beat the Warriors during regular season or not. I didn't really keep up with it, but
I don't know.
Yeah, they probably did. But
I think I might have saw that they were 0-3
versus the Warriors.
I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But
so I'm gonna go 4-1. I'm gonna go 4-1 Warriors. just healthy. Curry, Clay, Draymond, Andrew Wiggins,
Jordan Poole.
Kevon Looney, who stepped up last year in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
Like,
He was the big man.
Yes,
that
he
is
did.
your
I told you, decent big man.
decent big man. Jordan Poole, like, that is a healthy Warriors team. Watch out, Lakers. Watch out, Suns. Watch out, Nuggets.
Uh-oh.
I think they have something to defend. And as a champion team, you got to defend your belt.
All right.
So April 8th, they just beat them.
So
119, I think you said.
So Cairo over here with the hot take, I think, feeling some type of way. I think definitely with the Warriors being at full strength, I mean, defending champs.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I love the story of the Kings.
Oh, yeah.
Like, coming from nothing, like,
Yeah.
I really want them.
And they got a good future.
I honestly wish that, like, these two guys were at the opposite ends of the bracket.
Yeah.
So that way I could see them, like, at the Western Conference Finals. Like,
the end.
you know what I mean? But they're playing first, so it sucks. I think that just experience matters in the NBA, especially when you get into the playoffs. But you also have to be able to be healthy enough to play in the series, right?
Yeah.
And the Golden State Warriors are getting healthy at the right time.
Oh, yeah.
So all those key players are coming back and being able to play full roles at the right time for the playoffs. And unfortunately, the Kings are the first cog in the machine, right?
Yeah.
So I think that
That shitty first row.
I think that the Kings will probably take one somewhere. I don't think it'll be at home. I don't think it'll be at home. I think
In
that
Oracle?
the Kings might get their back pushed up against the wall.
over in the Bay Area.
Over in the Bay Area, Oracle,
Yeah.
you know, everything's vibing. They're like, oh yeah, we're up 3-0, right? Warriors are like, okay, you know, maybe the Warriors go kind of strong hand, and then hey, go ahead, take some time off. You know, Steph, Clay, go sit down for a little bit.
Rest
But-
up for that round 2 come up. Yeah.
for game 5.
Maybe.
Right.
Game 5, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the Kings take a game in Oracle.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think there's a potential for that. But I also think that sweet.
Okay.
But I will say I'll leave the door open. Kings take one at Oracle, not at home.
Do you
I
think
also-
they take the first game?
I think they take the first game at Oracle. First game, or yeah, I'll say
You think game 1,
No.
first game,
No.
Warriors back against the wall, or
I think first game in Oracle, the Kings need to come out swinging.
yeah,
Which it's not in Oracle because we're
They're the
starting in
3.
Sacramento.
yeah, they're starting.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
you think
I-
game 1 Sacramento gets it or Warriors?
Game 1, I'll say Warriors. Game 2, Warriors. I think Warriors are going to
Okay.
take the home field and everything out. Like, it's going to go back to Oracle with Golden State up.
Right.
But I think that they have to steal one from Golden State at Golden State.
Yeah.
They have to. And I think that's the only place that they can, because if you think about it, right, these two teams are in the same state.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
perfect place for, like, there's not really a home court advantage. If they want to steal one,
Mm-hmm.
their fans can go to those places and make that shit happen.
Yeah.
So I think that they steal one away from Golden State at Golden State. So now, here we go.
Yeah. Now we're getting juicy.
Here
Now we're getting
we
juicy.
go. Right?
We're getting juicy.
I know. DJ's been waiting to talk about this one.
Yeah, we're getting juicy.
We're going to talk about Lakers
Yeah.
and Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mitch, what do you think?
All right, so we're talking Lakers, Grizzlies, talking potentially passing the torch from the face of the league in LeBron James to Ja Morant, the new potential face of the league. Grizzlies have always had this weird, going back to Zebo, going back to Rudy Gay, they've always had this sort of solid core of players. They've always played fundamental basketball. They've always played good defense. The Grizzlies' problem is that they can never score back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Now the Grizzlies score. I think they overwhelmed the Lakers. I do. I think in those early games at home, I think they just overwhelmed them with pure athleticism, some good three-point shooting, and some good breakaway play on the fast breaks. I think the Lakers get one of those in Memphis. I think they take one at home as well. I think that series goes to 2-2. And then it gets real interesting. I think you start looking at whether players are getting hurt. I think you look at Anthony Davis. Can the dude stay healthy?
Yeah.
And that's always
He's made
been
it last.
that's always been the Anthony Davis conversation ever since
Just
New
like
Orleans,
Joel Embiid.
Okay, fuck off. But no, he's absolutely right. With those big men in today's game, they need to be more athletic in order to be relevant as big men. And they put themselves in situations where they might get hurt, and that's been Anthony Davis. I think if Anthony Davis stays healthy, I think the Lakers might steal this. I do.
I like that.
That's if Davis stays
that.
healthy. If Davis can stay healthy
That's the
until I would say through Game 5 and put the Lakers up 3-2, they win. But if Davis gets hurt before that, they're fucked.
How do you think the Lakers won in the bubble?
A healthy Davis.
Yep.
A healthy Davis.
Yep.
That's almost a coin flip, man. I'm gonna go Lakers 4-3. And that hurts because the Grizzlies are exciting and very fun.
Oh, you're vanilla.
What do you
You're
mean?
vanilla.
What do you mean?
You're vanilla.
What do you mean?
Now, I think it's not my turn.
Okay, all right.
Not my
Well,
turn.
we will swing around back to Horton Justin. We're going to go to DJ first.
You already know what it is. LBJ all day. No, but for real, I think the Lakers can pull it out. Grizzlies have a great team. Ja Morant, Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain has been shooting crazy right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a defensive monster right now. And then you got, God, I hate Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is a good player for their team.
Say it, DJ. Come on.
He's a dickhead. He's a piece of shit.
Dickhead.
Fuck him. But he works well with the Grizzlies, so I think that'll be good. Then you got Tyus Jones, 6-man. He's been playing out of his mind. He's been averaging 3 steals a game. But I just feel like when you come down to it, like
I like that shit.
playoff experience, like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, like those guys, and it pretty much like Mitch said, it depends on Anthony Davis. If Anthony Davis is the Anthony Davis and he's healthy and he's playing out of his mind, I don't think there's a team that can beat the Lakers right now. And then with the additions that the Lakers made with Vanderbilt is a defensive monster right now.
Yes.
Vanderbilt's a defensive monster. Then you got fucking Mikal Beasley. He can shoot the 3. You got Schroeder. Schroeder steps up and plays how he needs to play. That's gonna help them win. And then you got D'Lo. Like if D'Lo comes out and they get a good chemistry, I just feel like the Lakers have a lot of pieces that are overlooked right now. That I feel like LeBron James can corral in the locker room to make them get that win.
What do you
I'm
got?
gonna go a little
What do you got?
crazy. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna say Lakers.
Vanilla.
I'm gonna say
Vanilla.
Lakers.
Say it. Say it.
But the Lakers can actually just if the Lakers come out hot,
It's no chance.
I feel like the Lakers could 4-1 them,
Not coming out.
or the Lakers could 4-2 them. But I feel like Lakers will lose the first game, like they always do. LeBron James is gonna come
Kyle's
in, rile
ready.
them back up,
Tyrell's ready.
and I feel like LeBron James plays like he's supposed to be playing. I feel like the Lakers pull it 4-2, 4-3. Easy.
All right, Kyrell, what do you got?
I'm about to blow your mind.
Good Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies 4-2.
Oh,
4-2.
flip it.
And I'm
Yeah,
about
man.
to tell you. I'm about to tell you why.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you why.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies didn't have a play-in. They were ranked number 2.
Facts.
They did not have a. Even with the Lakers healthy,
They're not tired.
Yep.
even with the Lakers
Sitting there
healthy,
watching.
they still had a play-in.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
they had
that
to
goes
switch
out.
up their team though.
Yes, that goes throughout the season, but Memphis did not have a play-in. Memphis is overall the better team. Mind you, yes, Lakers do have LeBron James.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm a big LeBron James fan. But listen.
No.
But listen.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No. Oh, yeah. Listen. LeBron. All right, Anthony Davis. If he's made of glass.
Yes.
100%.
Facts.
That hurts the Lakers' chances. 100%. How did it work when LeBron won it in 2012? I mean, in 2020, in the bubble, they had
time off.
Time off.
That was the biggest factor.
They had time off. They had a healthy Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
How did he win it in Cleveland? A Kyrie Irving. LeBron needs another person to feed off him. He cannot do it. He cannot do it by himself. And if Anthony Davis is not healthy, Lakers aren't the team that they are.
Yeah.
Now Grizzlies, they have Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, those guys.
Yeah.
They have those guys.
Yeah.
And
So then let me ask you this: do you think Ja Morant gets suspended right before the playoffs? And like, do you think that hurts the Grizzlies as far as like chemistry and like as far as Ja Morant getting back into the lineup?
No, it doesn't, because they won those games before. They won those games without Ja Morant. They won those games without Ja Morant, even when he was suspended for 8 games?
Yeah.
They were what? Well, I want to say like
probably 62. Right?
They actually
They
played better.
they played better without Ja Morant, and adding Ja Morant into that lineup just made them even more better. So, like I said, I'm sticking with it. Grizzlies 4-2.
All right.
All right, fucker. Let's hear your
All right.
shit talk about us being vanilla.
All right. So, I don't know how. I mean, I know how I want this series to go. I don't know how this series is gonna go.
100%.
It's
Yeah. I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the betting lines, right? The betting lines for this series is probably closer than any other series. If you consider, I mean, maybe just outright, but if you consider the seeding wise, it's probably the closest when you consider seeding, right? So you're talking about a 2 versus 7. Now, maybe the Knicks and Cavaliers is a little closer money line, like active or something like that. But if you consider games in general with a 2 versus 7, right? This is a really close series.
It's a close 2-7 as opposed to a vast distinction between the two.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant is going to be the next person that takes over the league. Although, over the past NBA season, he got into a little bit of trouble. And as the face of the league, I mean, maybe you don't want those type of things in your background or whatever. I do think that he's a good dude. So hopefully all that gets figured out, yet to be seen. But I think that the Grizzly team is able to definitely take probably 2 in this series. So I'm going to say 4-2 Lakers.
I'm oddball out.
Because I think
Oddball out.
Yeah, I think Lakers take this only because LeBron James is 14-1 in first round playoff games.
Yeah.
Or not playoff games, but
Series.
That first round series.
so I really think that he is. I mean, he's gonna do LeBron James things, right? Just like Kobe did Kobe things.
It's definitely going to be a hard fought game.
Yeah,
It's
it's not gonna be easy.
It's not going to be easy,
No.
but
They're gonna fight, claw, scratch their way the whole fucking time. It's fine, but I think at the end of the day, that the Lakers are not gonna be a first round exit. and they're going to do their thing. All right, so we just finished up Lakers, Grizzlies. We're pretty much in agreement. Lakers take it besides Cairo.
Yep.
Cairo says Grizzlies, which I don't think is a bad take at all. I don't think it's a bad take at all because I think it could go that way. I mean, they're a 2 seed.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it?
It's a tough series.
Why wouldn't it?
They made the 2 seed for a reason.
Facts. Right. All right. So now we're going to move it over to the top seed in the Eastern Conference with the Bucks and the Heat.
Yeah.
Mitch, what do you think?
All right, so talking Heat Bucks, the Heat have gone through a weird thing this season in terms of starting lineup. Lots of injuries. Butler has this sort of phenomenon in the NBA of not showing up in the regular season, right? That's like a Jimmy Butler thing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Playoff
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I mean, DJ's a Bulls fan. He knows. I mean, I'm a Sixers fan. I know. The dude doesn't really show up in the regular season. And look at it. They got a shitty seed now. So I'm going to go a Bucks sweep. I think Giannis is playing out of his mind. If he didn't have two big men ahead of him for MVP and Jokic and Embiid, he would be the decisive MVP. It's tough though, man, because the Heat are deep. The Heat have been a deep roster for the past 3-4
Playoff
years.
wise, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that bench has been a staple of the Miami Heat success.
Tyler Hero.
No, absolutely. Him. Robinson starting.
What?
For some
You don't
reason,
like playoff hero?
Again, I'm going to go a Bucks sweep for the simple fact of continuity on the part of the Bucks roster. Giannis has been in form for as long as I can remember him being in the NBA past his early years.
Mitch is also 4 years old, so
Yeah. I'm going to go Bucks sweep. I think Giannis dominates. I don't think there's a dude on the Heat roster that can actually lock down Giannis. I don't see that happening.
Bam.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
We saw how that panned out in the past. Bucks 4-0. DJ.
I will say playoff hero had one game. He had one good game. He did a little snarl, and they lost.
Don't get snide.
They did the little snarl, and they
Don't
lost.
talk your shit
And
over
Tyler
here.
Tyler's a good player, but he ain't all that. I feel like this series comes down to two things. I feel like it comes down to Bucks chemistry and
Facts.
fucking 7'1" Giannis Antetokounmpo. I feel like there's no. I feel like
that was good.
the Bucks sweep the Heat.
Oh.
I feel like Jimmy will come up. Jimmy's gonna do his thing. He's
You don't think we get one in Miami?
No, playoff Jimmy's gonna do his thing.
Miami.
Bam's gonna play good. I say
No, go ahead, say it.
miracle. You guys get one. Miracle. You guys
No,
get
you
one.
said sweet.
I know,
you said
definitely
sweep.
sweep. Definitely sweep.
You said sweep.
Definitely sweep.
All right, put
Definitely sweep.
20 on it.
I'm saying
You want to put 20 on it?
Miracle, you guys get
You
one.
want to put 20 on it?
Put 20 on it?
Put 20 on it.
Playoff Jimmy does his thing.
Playoff Jimmy does do his thing. and he
No
gets
real
one.
money is actually better here.
Yeah, no real money. We don't bet. But
No live animals were harmed in the making of this film.
No, I just literally.
Put a case of do.
Oh, we'll put a case of do. We'll put a case of
Quesadilla.
do. No, I just don't see who is gonna stop Giannis. You got Chris
facts,
Middleton.
facts.
Like I just
Drew
don't.
Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Like I just do not see it. And it hurts me because Jimmy's a old Bulls guy, so
Yes.
I do want to root for him.
He's a
But
dog. He's a dog.
he's a dog. I just don't feel like their chemistry up to the playoffs was as good as it could have been.
That's
and
fine.
It's just like,
Well, upset. That's fine.
nah, you're definitely not
That's
upsetting.
fine.
That's not happening.
No, that's fine.
It's not
That's
gonna
fine.
happen. But you guys will get one. Maybe one.
I cannot
I'm
wait to
going-
hear Justin's bullshit.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
His
it's
bullshit
fine.
when they get swept,
fine.
and then that's what
It's
it is.
fine.
But I'm definitely going Bucks 4-0.
Yep, same here. 4-0.
Oh, here we go. Good lord.
Same here. 4-0.
What are you guys share the
Bucks.
same fucking stat sheet?
I'm just looking at it.
I'm going on what I know.
The Heat barely beat. The Hawks beat the Heat in the play-in,
Mhm.
and then the Heat went and barely beat the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah, you guys won.
Barely.
Well,
Barely.
win.
I'm putting you on the
Bears.
barely.
We're not the Bears.
So
I want that trigger from the record.
there's not much that I can really say on. Yeah, you have playoff Jimmy, but I don't see them outplaying the Bucks on any of the games out of Game 4. Like out of 4 games, I don't see them outplaying the Bucks.
Sweet.
I'm saying 4-0 Bucks. Sweet.
All right. So I am gonna say that he are definitely going to scratch, claw, and fight their way to at least one win. I don't think they win the series at all.
God.
No, there's no scenario
God.
that this team wins the series because statistically, they are the worst scoring team in the playoffs. Like, for them to score points, it hurts. Like, it hurts them to score fucking points. So, I don't think that they bode well against the number 1 team of the Bucks. But then again, this is also the same Bucks team that they fought up against in the bubble, because this team hasn't really changed since the bubble. So maybe Jimmy comes back out. We got playoff Jimmy, right? Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets, right?
I love
So
me some Jimmy Buckets.
I think that at least Miami Heat will do us a good one. They'll take one in Miami. Ultimately, the Bucks will probably subdue them, and it'd be a 4-1. Right now, here we go.
Oh Lord.
We're gonna talk about Timberwolves and Nuggets, which I think a lot of people thought that the Thunder was gonna fight the Nuggets. Mitch, what do you think?
I like this one a lot. I like it a lot because the Wolves have constructed a pretty fun roster, right? Anthony Edwards is a very fun player. He's very fun. He
was on flight.
He's outspoken. He is cocky. He's fun to watch. He's explosive. But they also have this weird thing going back to the Celtics in terms of Tatum and Brown. They've got the Twin Towers going on in terms of big men, right? They've got Kat and Rudy Gobert. They traded the fucking house to get Rudy Gobert over there, which I have my opinions on Rudy Gobert, but he is a defensive specimen. There's no denying that. There's no denying that. I think this goes 4-2 in favor of the Nuggets in terms of fundamental basketball and in terms of sharing the ball. I think and this is coming from a Joel Embiid fan, I think Jokic is very gifted in terms of knowing his weapons and facilitating the ball to those weapons and making weapons out of guys that might not be weapons, right? He's done that. He's won MVP the past 2 seasons. He's probably going to do it again, sadly. Joel, I love you. I think the Nuggets go 4-2. I think the Wolves steal a couple out of pure athleticism. I think Anthony Edwards leads the way, probably has a couple 35-point games.
Yeah.
Really good on the fast break, but I think the Nuggets overwhelm them with fundamental basketball and just good coaching.
So 4-2.
4-2 Nuggets.
DJ.
I feel like this is gonna be a good series. I feel like what the Timberwolves showed in that playoff game is that they are capable of playing at a high level and getting the win when they need it. I feel like the Twin Towers are always a big thing with Gobert and Towns. Like, that's a hard thing to stop. But I just think what this series is gonna come down to is just I gotta hate Jokic. Oh god, it's gonna come down to Jokic. Honestly, like they did split their regular season wins with each other, both at home. And then the Denver Nuggets are 34-7 at home this regular season. So I feel like home advantage will play a big part. I feel like Jokic has the ability to beat Gobert and Towns in a one-on-one, like if it comes down to it in the low post. And I just don't see the Timberwolves beating. I don't see the Timberwolves beating the Nuggets at all. So I'm gonna go I'll go 4-2. 4-2 Denver.
Vanilla. Once again,
That's how I'm gonna go.
vanilla.
No, it's not vanilla.
Vanilla.
So I think I'm gonna go 4-1. So I'm gonna say Nuggets 4-1 in this series. This is the second year in a row the Timberwolves won the play-in. Yes, they have those big guys and Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards, but the fundamentals, like you guys said, it's kind of like the fundamentals that the Spurs had, that they have in Denver.
Back with Pop.
Back with,
Man.
yeah. So I'm just that fundamental that they have is gonna outplay that play-in. Now I'm saying play-in because I only see the Timberwolves as a play-in team.
Yeah.
I think the Thunder would have gave the Nuggets a better run.
Oh.
I honestly do think that they would have gave them a better run. I might be, biased towards the fact, but I don't see them getting past one win on the Nuggets just for that simple fact.
All right, so one of my favorite players in the NBA, I don't think a top 5 player, unfortunately, because of what he's been surrounded by, but Kawhi Leonard, I believe, one of the best two-way players in the NBA. A healthy Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs, so not doing his load management bullshit. Playing against a squad. An actual squad with one of the best point guards to ever touch basketball, Chris Paul.
You ever seen fucking Kawhi Leonard's hands?
Yeah, they are massive. But playing against the Suns, man, it's tough. I'm rooting for Chris Paul to get a ring. He has one of the best pure scorers to ever touch a basketball in Kevin Durant. Devin Booker, mind you, is out here scoring 70 points on occasion.
Dead book.
I think the Suns take it. Justin, I'm sorry. I know this sounds vanilla. I think it goes to 7. I think it goes to 7.
I respect it though. With that,
yeah.
like those two teams.
Yeah. And
I like that.
and you, if you look into the recent media of the NBA, probably the most media-driven league.
That's
right?
good for basketball.
Right. The most media-driven league. Look at Paul George. What has Paul George been doing the past few weeks? He's been going on podcasts. He's been throwing out takes. He's been saying wild things, and he's feeling himself. He is also a 100% healthy Paul George at the moment. Him and Kawhi together makes this series very interesting. I
Better defense.
absolutely. Dude, Paul George is a two-way player as well. He's also a two-way player. I think I'm gonna lean Suns 4-3. I'm going to go lame here and make it a cliffhanger. I think it goes to 7. I really don't know who wins in 7, but I'm going to lean Suns.
DJ.
Oh, Lord. All right, here comes the take. All right. I agree with Mitch on a lot of things. I feel like the Suns have an absolute squad. Like Kevin Durant, D-Book, CP. And then you got the Clippers, who also have a good team with Adam Russ. Russ has fit kind of well into that lineup. You got PG, who's, from what he said on the media, he sounds like he's a healthy PG ready to go. And then you just got Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has proven himself multiple times to just carry a team on his fucking back when he needs to. So
it's tough.
I think this series goes to 7, and if Kawhi and PG are playing how they're supposed to, I think they can pull it off. I'm gonna go the underdog. I'm gonna go Clippers game 7.
No.
I'm gonna go Clippers game 7.
Oh.
If it gets to game 7,
Dirty.
I feel like CP and D-Boog have known to fall off a little bit, when the pressure is on. So, and Kawhi has always stepped up when he needs to. So I feel like if it goes to game 7, I'm gonna pick the Clippers over the Suns.
All right, Cairo.
This is a hard one. It's just a hard one, but I'm gonna go and say Suns 4-2.
Yeah, 6.
I'm saying Suns in 6. So 4-2. Clippers do get 2 on them.
Why?
So for the simple fact that with Kevin Durant, when he did play with the Suns, because I know he's been fighting that injury, his stat line is crazy. And the times that he did play with them, they won.
Yeah.
So I have it from Denver, KD 29, 18, 35, 30, 16. That's with a healthy KD. And mind you, he's piggybacking up and often Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and who else is on?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. Yep, their big man, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
So I do think with the healthy Kevin Durant, say if he does have one of those off games, I think Devin Booker or Chris Paul can piggyback off in that and help that team win. Now for the Clippers, yes, they do have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, but Paul George, which Paul George are you gonna get?
Facts.
That's true.
Facts.
That's true.
Which Paul George are you gonna get? Are you gonna get
Playoff
Playoff.
George?
playoff Paul George, or are you gonna get
Or way off P.
or yeah?
Playoff
Yeah.
away.
And that's where that thin line is like, man, I don't know.
Cairo with the hard facts right now.
It's like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
Yeah.
which one are you gonna get? And I know it's not Paul George's team, but he is a big part of that team. Kawhi can't do it all by himself. But I think Suns 4-2.
Suns 4-2.
So to bring you guys into our live picture here, following Kyrell's take on the Suns Clippers series, Jalen Brunson just shot a potentially game-sealing shot, rebounded by Julius Randle, and the Knicks are now about to probably win this game.
Who picked them to win?
So hopefully the Knicks don't win. KD wins the championship this year.
No,
No.
KD wins the championship.
they gotta get through
okay.
the
KD wins
Warriors.
the championship.
They gotta get through the Warriors.
Hey! This is Mitch chiming in. The Phoenix Suns have to be the hands-down favorite to win a championship here.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Let's go, man.
No.
Let's go, man.
They gotta get through the
I
Warriors.
agree.
Let's go,
They
man.
are.
Say your piece.
No,
Say your piece.
the Suns. If I had to pick a team that I would completely think that would win it, I would pick the Suns too. KD, D-Book, and CP with DeAndre Ayton is just like that's ridiculous. Like the Warriors, the Warriors have their team, they have their experience, but
That's gonna be the conference finals.
But who on the Warriors is guarding Kevin Durant?
Draymond Green.
You're
Yeah,
crazy.
facts.
You're
Facts.
I'm putting Draymond
You're
Green.
crazy.
They
Facts.
played with this
You
man.
think
They
Draymond
know.
Green-
They
you
know
think
his.
stopping Kevin
They
Durant.
hate each other.
They know
They hate
each
each
other's
other.
weaknesses. Listen,
They hate each other.
Yes.
Draymond Green stopping Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's
Yes.
dropping
Yes.
30.
On what
Yes.
fucking
He is.
planet?
What
All
planet?
he's
What
got to do is
universe?
break
He
him,
is.
just like Joel Embiid.
okay.
On
if
what
that's
universe?
if that's
Break
the case,
What
then
universe?
Break
Kevon,
him.
Kevon Looney.
That's it.
You think Looney?
Wiggins.
No. I mean,
Wiggins.
no.
Wiggins.
Looney would have-
Wiggins. Wiggins.
Yes,
guarding
Wiggins.
Kevin
The
Oh,
best.
yes.
The best defensive player in the finals last year.
I was going to say this, DJ.
Yes.
Kevin Durant is dropping 30 on any player on the Warriors.
Who's
Easy.
guarding Kevin Durant? Who?
Really?
Who's guarding D-Book?
Klay Thompson.
You're
Someone
fucking
is
crazy.
Klay Thompson.
Someone
Klay.
is that no one's guarding Kevin
Klay
Durant.
Thompson.
You're fucking crazy.
And Steph Curry gets a
Yup.
field day on Chris Paul.
Facts.
He has a field day.
Facts.
You see when he did the
Facts.
Nene?
Tyrell, I got you. I
Okay,
see you.
all right.
I see you.
Conference-
Across from the
Conference-
mic. I got you.
No.
Conference
that's
finals.
right.
Conference finals is probably going to be well,
Yes.
hopefully
Yeah.
the Warriors Suns. That's going to be
And the Suns are going to win.
very close, very close.
I
But
want
No one's
KD to
guarding
win
Kevin
another one,
Durant, bro.
but I do think
No
that
one's
it's gonna.
touching-
I
one's
do.
touching.
So we didn't go. We did first round. So now we're
Yeah,
over
it's
here
first round.
talking.
No,
about,
it's first
we're
round.
giving the
Saying.
listeners.
Hypothetically.
We're giving the listeners
Free chicken.
a little
chicken.
free chicken,
Free
right?
chicken.
So
We'll hold off on that.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. We got a little
We
spicy
got a
there.
little spicy. We got a little amped up right there for a little bit.
A little spicy.
Who the fuck is
right?
guarding Kevin Durant?
That's what I'm saying. No
Oh,
one. No one.
Draymond
The only
Green.
person guarding Kevin
Guess
Durant
what?
is.
You can't guard Kevin Durant because he is a shot maker.
No, you can. The only
He's
person that
a
can
shot
even get
maker
close to
and
him.
a creator.
Don't
That's
say it.
fine.
No,
That's
I'm going to
fine.
say it. The only
Guess
person
what?
that can even
Guess
get close to guarding Kevin Durant
Don't say it.
is the fucking Claw.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish it up. We're gonna send it one more time around the table. Final thoughts.
LeBron James is the GOAT. That's from DJ.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. Are we gonna go over who
Nope.
we think?
Nope.
No.
Last
Okay.
words.
Yeah. I have nothing.
You
I have
good?
nothing. Yeah.
All right. So that's our take on the first round of the NBA playoffs. Trying to get a segment out here that's relative to what is going on right now. I know this is more of a football focused podcast or whatever, but we definitely need to try and get content out there that you guys enjoy. So hopefully you guys like this. We had a round table here of multiple different people. We had DJ and Kyrell, new guys in the podcast. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment, like, share, follow, subscribe. This is the Jarvis Podcast.